Hi there, hope you're all doing really well. I thought I'd share with you one of my healthy recipes. It is mini banana breads, okay? But the recipe that I did find online was with chocolate chips. But rather than chocolate chips, I'm just going to use the banana mashed up, and on the top I'm going to pop some chia seeds. Now I did make some yesterday so that I could trial and see how they were and how they turned out. So I'll show you how those turned out yesterday. So these are the little banana bites. Here we are, as I'm going to call them, little mini banana bakes, banana bread, whatever you like to call it. So they are like mini cakes, quite soft and moist. There we are. They look absolutely delicious and they taste quite nice too. I'll leave that one to have with my coffee when I finished. So we're going to start off with the mashed banana, again in my little plastic pots. So there's the banana. That one is one medium banana, or if you've got a large one, you maybe just use that one. Then we've got one medium egg, which I'm going to pop in. Mix the egg with the banana and pop that to one side. We've also got 50 grams of melted butter. I will tell you, I just popped one in the microwave, the butter, and without looking, pressed it on for a minute and it just went bang, and my husband almost jumped out of his skin. He was like, what the hell was that? Anyway, so 50 grams later, only on 10 seconds, by the way, in the microwave that was. So we've had 2 tablespoons of honey. That one, it was just one from Marks and Spencer's, I think cost about £1 or £2. 50 grams of melted butter. We're going to add 150 mils of milk. There we go, that's that. And then we're going to add the flour, which was 130 grams. There we are. I keep little notes just so we know where we are and what ingredients we've added in. Okay, so here we are. We've got the milk, the honey, the melted butter, the egg, and it's ready to be mixed. There we are. Milk, flour, egg and honey, and one mashed banana. The key with cakes as well and things like that, you can actually overmix cakes. But here we are. I have actually got a mixer, but where I can, I tend to just like to mix it along myself by hand. So when you're coming to pop those into the trays, what you can do is you can either use the fry light, you can either use the fry light oil, or the spray oil, cooking oil spray, or you can just use some little cupcake cases, which I find are much easier. But here we are. So I'm going to use 1 spoon in each one. Okay. I'll just grab another spoon in case I need that one. So 1 spoon in each. There we are. 1 in each. Might have to do that. It's quite runny actually. It's quite runny. I think that's because it's milk and it's melted butter, isn't it? Could quite easily make a mess. The texture seems a bit like a pancake mix, if you like. There we are. So this is just a large spoon. My husband says I'm really messy as well. So forgive me if that's what you think as well. Don't judge me. I've got to tell you, this morning when I was getting some washing out of the washing basket, I don't know why, but when I'm doing the washing before I go to work, so I was in the bathroom, I had the washing basket, and then you start sorting out the colours, don't you? And I thought, I can pop in, do a wash before I go to work, and then I can hang it out because today it was meant to be dry. So I thought I was doing quite well. I sorted all my coloured ones out, carried them all through, and then thought, usually I'd drop something on the floor, a sock or a pair of pants or a bra. And I was so proud of myself. I popped the washing on, went back to the bathroom to sort my teeth out, do my teeth, And there, lo and behold, a pair of my pants on the floor. Anyway, not a good look, but I thought, so they've had to go back in the washing basket. They'll have to do for another time. But I thought I was doing really well. That was one of my proud moments. Carried the wash into the machine without dropping anything. No, but never mind. Anyway, here we are. So, I thought I'd talk about things that annoy me. That way you can get to know a little bit about me. And if you want to leave any comments below, please do. So, things that annoy me. When I'm waiting in the queue in the supermarket and you're thinking about the things that you've bought and how much it's going to cost, and then all of a sudden you think to yourself, I only came in for milk. How have I ended up with a whole basket full? And then you've got to carry it home in just a carrier bag or whatever bag you've got in your handbag or work bag. And then you think you only came in for milk and you look in your basket and there's no milk. And then you've got to leave the queue to go back and get the milk and then join the queue again. That's one thing that annoys me. Anyway, let's see how we get on with these. I have actually, I think there's 9 there altogether. There's 9. I am making a mess, by the way. I don't proclaim to be a chef or a baker. But if I can make something of my own and share the ideas with others, I will do that. I just need to get another little cake case. Oh, I'll have to use a red one. There we are. I was going to save them for Valentine's Day. But that's already come round too quick. There we are. And I haven't got any ideas of what I would like to make for Valentine's Day. By the way, I am new to YouTube. I'm really enjoying it, what I'm doing. But if you do like any of the videos, please like and subscribe. It really will help me and my platform. And I'm hoping that in a few years I'll be able to retire from all the money I'm going to make. No, I'm joking. I'm only joking. Just a bit light-hearted humour. There we are. So these are going to go in at number electric. This is electric fan oven at 180 for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to pop those in. Like that. Pop the timer on. I'll put 21 minutes. Does anybody actually use the timer on their cooker? The other thing is, as well, is when the clocks go forward or back, how long does your clock, the time on your microwave or on your cooker, stay at that same hour without putting the hour forward or backward, or the clock that's in your car? Because mine doesn't do it automatic. So what I normally do is in my car, I leave it until the next time that the clocks go forward or back, and then it's the right time. Bingo, job done. Right, so I will come back to you in about 20 minutes. I'm just going to clear all this up and see how they turn out. All right. Thanks for watching. See you in about 20 minutes. Bye. So, I know it's Friday. I knew I'd already forget something to put in. Oops. So, I did say that I wasn't a chef or anything like that, but I forgot the ingredient that I was mostly coming on to show you. The chia seeds. So I've got the banana, everything is mixed in. Banana, the milk, the honey, and the melted butter, and the flour. And then what I'm going to add is, when I find a clean spoon, there is one. No, hold on. I'm going to use a teaspoon, and then I'm going to just sprinkle a few on the top. Okay? I'm just going to sprinkle a few chia seeds. I'll only do a few. I'll maybe do half. Okay, because I'm aware that anybody that pops around, they might not like chia seeds on top of their little mini banana bites, because that's what I'm going to call them, banana and chia bites. Okay, right, so they are going to go in the oven, and I will set the oven again. It's on 19 minutes. I will change the oven to 20. I have made a mess, look on the top, and see you in about 20 minutes. Thank you. Right then, welcome back. The oven has just pinged. Okay, I have just tried them. I think they're going to take about 25 minutes. That's what I would say anyway, but keep your eye on them. I'll let you know what they look like. Here we are. Here are the bakes. Just be careful when you're handling them. Whoops. By the way, let me know what yours tastes like when you've added the honey. Because when I went to do the washing up, the honey was still in the pot. There we are. But yesterday, the ones I did make, I did actually add the honey. So I'll let you know how these taste without the sweetness of the honey. Because I don't really tend to like sweet things too much. I'm more of a savoury, even though I bake a lot of cakes and things like that. I normally bake cakes and take them into work. So here we are. There we are. There's another one. Pop that one in the sink. There we are. Right, so here's what they look like. There's the one with the chia seeds. Okay. Well, they look quite nice actually. I'm just going to open that like that. Quite a nice little cake there, but I'll let it cool down. Anyway, let me know how you get on. Please make sure you add all the ingredients, knowing that I didn't. As I say, the ones I had made yesterday with the chia seeds on top, I've just had half of one actually with a drink. But those are those yesterday. They're little mini banana bites. So there we are. Let me know how you get on with those. So bake for about, I would say about 25 minutes or thereabouts, but you can just keep your eye on the oven anyway and see how they're looking. Okay, let me know how you've got on with those. I hope you enjoy them if you make them. The next one I'll be making will be a lemon drizzle cake. Hopefully that will be sometime over the next couple of days. Take care. Happy Valentine's Day tomorrow if you're doing anything. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much. Goodbye. So, just a little tip. I think rather than using the cake cases, because they seem like they're stuck to the wrapper, I would just use the spray for the cake tins, okay? Because that's what I did yesterday, and they came out much easier. I let them cool down and then used a little blunt knife to get them out, but they came out much easier. So I would do that. Okay, bye.